everyone, it's Nancy with She's Got Yarn. No, it's not. Yes, it's in there. I thought I didn't have it. Y'all, I'm going to have to buy a couple sets of these speakers, make sure everything has a plug because I keep forgetting. Oh my God, it's driving me crazy. Well, anyways, I'm going to try this again. This is take 4. The reason is I went to the house looking for yarn to go with the brown cardigan. I did find some colors I'll share with you tonight, but I got an email. There's 3 in the mail from Deb. There's 1 in the mail from Sandra. So I probably have more than enough to finish the collar. So I'm not even going to worry about the other colors, but there is that option, and I'm going to just share it with you. But I'm going to start, now that I know that everything's in the mail, I'm going to start the cardigan. I'm going to start the tutorial. Everything's kind of been on hold. Anyways, let me share with you. I found this Lion brand. Oh, I have 4. I think I have 5 of these. And this color would go beautifully with this. It's a solid. It's called Sequoia. Sequoia. Is that not gorgeous? But as for the ribbing, I was going to use this if I couldn't get enough of the Eye of the Tiger, but I've got it coming. So I'll go ahead and use it. Unless, Sandra, you want me to try this. It's really close. It's a little bit darker. The band and the trim would stand out a little bit more, probably. Totally up to you. Just let me know. You got 3 on the way. You said you were going to send 1. So I've got plenty. So nobody else send me any. Anyways, I'm doing a yarn swap for the 3. And I'm excited to get that done. While I was at the house, I started sinking into kind of a depression. Yeah. Shay, my housekeeper, God bless her, she was supposed to come and help me move some stuff around. I was going to bring some stuff here, some big stuff. And her mom is fallen ill. She's been sick for quite some time. She's in and out of the hospital frequently. They're going to call in hospice. So you guys, if you could say a prayer for Shay's mom. I don't have her name. But anyways, I feel bad for Shay. But Shay ended up coming by and she emptied some garbage cans. I told her, I said, just go home. Go take care of your mom, go do what you gotta do. She said, let me just I gotta do this. She says it may make you feel better. She sees how sad I am. Yeah. So especially there, She comes out here, I'm much better. So the building is done. I'm gonna share videos at the end. Building's done. The door I got locks today. So now I asked David, I said I need to know how much insulation I need to order, see if I can even afford it, So yeah. I wish I could just pay somebody to do it, but I'm probably gonna have to do it. I've got a staple gun that I can get from my shop and just bam, bam, bam. It just, you unroll it and shoot it. And then I've got shift flap and then some tongue and groove. I don't know, sheets of something. I can't remember what it's called. That, yeah, the only thing is I'm going to have to paint. But I'm going to have to paint even if it was drywall. So, and then I got to get the flooring. I think I can get some really cheap flooring and lay that down and just buy some glue. What else? What else? Oh, the auction. You guys are so amazing. Sandra, thank you so much for supporting the kids, supporting me and my channel. And Miss Billie, I know Miss Billie's very grateful. You guys, I think we reached like over $6,000. That's incredible. It's amazing. And Sandra bought two of my cardigans, the brown one and the green one, and she gifted it back to me, which I don't feel right. We'll see what we can do about that. She's so good to me, and so just wonderful. And she got the pinwheel blanket too. She was like, "I'm not stopping till I get that baby." And Roselle, thank you so much. Also, she bought my bag, and it's right here, ready to go. I haven't gotten the information yet, so I guess Billie knows. Billie's the boss, so we'll figure out what she wants to do, how she's going to do that, and she's going to follow up Wednesday night. The Boggy crochet nights that we have on Wednesday is going to be over at Billie the Crafty Floridian's channel, so she'll be sending us links because she wants to go over how everything went. So yeah, we did really well. I'm so proud of her, proud of all of you guys. That was a lot of fun. This week, Greg and Jan were in town. I didn't get any video or any footage. They were having a yard sale. Everybody was hot and sweaty, and they're like, no cameras. So you have to grant their wish. So that's fine. But I enjoyed visiting with them. I got a couple little things I shouldn't have. I got a little plaque. Oh, it's out of the I think the Bible verse and the First Testament. I can't remember the words. I could say it if I saw it. I just can't remember right off the top of my head because my memory sucks. But I got that. It was in Haley's room above the door. And they're selling the house. And I was like, can I have that? And she said, of course. So I took that. And then they were throwing away Disney videos. And I found Lady and the Tramp. I grabbed that. I told her, I said to the right seller, it's worth money. She's like, whatever, you can have it. So I got about 4 or 5 Disney, the big disc VCR videos. So, and I got a mirror. It was her mom's. She wanted like $30 for it. I said, I don't have $30 for it. I said, but if you need it to go to a good home, just let me know. And before I left, she goes, just take it. So I offered her, I said, I'll give you $10. It's like a name brand. I couldn't remember the name brand, but anyways, it's got a gold beveled mirror. I mean, it's beautiful, really heavy. Actually, I had a mirror just like that, a big one, and I gave it to Tiffany, or she talked me out of it. Okay. The child, she talks me out of a lot of stuff. So, anyways, I gave her the big mirror. Well, anyways, I saw her hauling that little mirror. I said, excuse me, that's not yours, that's mine. Oh, okay. I thought Chan gave it to me. I said, no, it's mine. I said, you can give me my big one back. She said, no, you can have the little one. And Uncle Greg is going to give me 2 of his deer heads. Yeah, he gave a lot of stuff away. But it's nice family can say that was Uncle Greg. Greg went with the girls to South Carolina. He did a trip with his girls, all of his girls. He has 4 girls. He took them all hunting in South Carolina, and nobody was leaving until they all got an 8 point. And every one of them did get an 8 point, and he mounted all of them. It's pretty cool. So, but he's going to give me one. So this color went well, but if Sandra wants me to use this, I will. But I've got Eye of the Tiger. I'm so excited. And then I pulled Lion Brand they're black color. They're named after trees or parks or something like that. This one is Black Canyon. You see it? It's got a little bit of like a fleck in it, but it's not fleck. It's like a marled. Here's the skein that's out of the. Isn't that pretty? And then there's another color. These, I have probably 4 more of these. This other color is Mammoth Cave. Mammoth Cave. And then this one. They were all in the bag together. That's why I just grabbed it. And this one is Grand Canyon. And then I don't know why I pulled this. I thought that maybe, but no, I was way off. That is a loops and thread acrylic multi-marled. I got a bunch of this. I know I probably have 2 more bags of this, and I have probably about 4 colors because it was on clearance. I think I got them for like $2 a skein. You know, Michael's, when they have it, but then they don't replenish any of their new yarns for a long time. Not my store anyway. And then, you know, it's the same old, same old. Every now and then they get new yarn in, but not very often. They did get some of the posh. They duped the posh. So that's awesome. And then I think like a teddy bear or a bear color. So that's awesome. But I also I did not make my brother anything for Pride Week or Pride Month. And y'all, are those Pride colors? I don't know. I was thinking about making him a blanket. Last time I made him the big circle blanket, and it's actually been over a year. It's probably not last year, the year before. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I want to make him this with some of the new boggy stitches that we have with, dang it. Oh, here it is. Quick field trip, as Juan would say. Hey, baby. You seeping. Now, there's 2 of these. I don't know where the other one is. It's probably still in the truck. But I thought I would hold these 2 together. This is latte. I got lots of this latte, and they still sell it. And then hold this together and make a blanket for my brother. Or I have 2 of each. Make my cardigan. How's that? I think he would like it. Why not? For Pride Week, anyways. He may not wear it every day, you know, but he never, when I grew up around him, he never dressed that way. But that was before people came out of the closet. Okay. We were born in the 60s. So he was in the closet forever. I knew, but he didn't talk about it. I don't know why. Because me and my mom talk about it, and I'm like, you knew he was gay, right? And she goes, yeah, but she says, I didn't want to make him uncomfortable, so I figured he would tell me when he was ready. I mean, you know, so. But it's, I guess, water under the bridge. He's out of the closet. He has a husband. He lives in San Diego. I'm very proud of him, and I love him very dearly. He is my, he's next to, you know, he was born after me. He was the second child. He loved horses. He loved equestrian, and he still does it. And I envy him, you know, but he can afford it. He has a $200,000 horse, you know, I couldn't afford that today, but he shows them. He has beautiful horses, very elegant horses. He had elegant horses when he lived here at home. So, yeah, I missed him. We had a lot of fun together. We did. Yeah. Then we all grow up and move apart, right? He moved in a part of the world where there are more people like him, I guess. I don't know. I know out here in Redneckville, they're not very kind. I know that. I know that. I grew up here. You know, but you can't change. All I know is we've all moved forward and things are doing better, hopefully. Hopefully. What else? There's no changes on my hook other than I want to do maybe make a cardigan for him. Who knows? I might make it for Camp Boggy. I don't know. Those are joyful colors, right? And I'll just do something next year for my brother. I don't know. I wish he'd come and see mom and dad more often. He said he was going to come this year. He said he was going to come last year. They haven't seen him in 10 years. I can't imagine not seeing my kids in 10 years. Yeah. Mom would go crazy. I would go crazy. It's gotta be. I might be spilling TMI, too much information, but it does break my heart. And my parents were good to the boys. Yeah, I was the rebel. I wasn't like very much as a teenager. Now they like me. It didn't turn out too bad. I just didn't listen. I did what I wanted to do. I I had a boyfriend and nobody was going to come between me and my boyfriend. Pretty much. Yeah. But you see where that's got me now, right? Well, no, not that boyfriend. That boyfriend wishes he was still my boyfriend. Isn't it funny how the tables turn? Anyways, I am going to let me show you my other whip. Okay, it looks like I haven't done much, but you got to understand what I'm doing is 3 times the length of the project. And MJ told she even said now it's going to take a while. She said because you're doing not just the back panel back and forth, you're doing the sleeve back and forth, the back panel and the other sleeve. So you're doing a big area, so it's not growing as fast as the back panel would. So it doesn't seem like I've gotten much done, but I've worked on it. So I've got 2 rows of the what is it, 4? It's like a 4 or 5 row repeat. But and then I got one more row. Let's see. Where's the armpit? Armpit there. I work on this when I lay down in bed. So this is the arm, okay? And I got one more row of this, and then I have, I don't know, 4 or 5 rows of the double, 3 rows of double crochet. Yeah, it's 3 rows of double crochet. And that'll be the back panel. And then I'm going to start with one side panel in the arm. And what's cool in her side panels, she does decreases. So she'll start from the bottom, work up, and then when we get about 6 rows before the end, she'll do decreases every turn. That way it gives room for your neck. I've never thought of doing that. That's a cool idea. I might steal that idea in one of my patterns or one of my, I've never made a pattern, but I've made a cardigan and a crochet along and a tutorial, that kind of thing. TEMU listening to me. But I think this is going to be so pretty when it's done. I'm excited. I'm not used to working with thin yarn. It's not. It's a number 3, but it's a thin number 3. So, in my eyes, it's very thin. I don't know if you can tell how thin it is compared to, well, this is pretty. This is a number 3 too. Yeah, this is a number 3. Where's the number 4 when you need it? Here's a number 4. Look at the difference. Can you see the difference? I don't know how they do this. Everybody does this so much better than Nancy. Yeah, there's a big difference there. So, yep. What else? I haven't worked on this. I'm going to start working on Eye of the Tiger. And if I get an email from Sandra, I emailed you, or I typed a message for you to email me. No, I emailed you my phone number. I think I did. I said text me. And I haven't received a text. And if I have, I didn't identify it. Okay. You guys remember me talking about I spent like an hour and a half on hold to try to shut down Dish Network at the house, and they wouldn't let me shut it down. Finally, somebody answered. The guy apologized. He couldn't understand why I waited that long. I said it's happened a few times, and I was hung up on. And anyways, I spent 45 minutes with him on the phone. And what I ended up doing was I ended up calling my bank, paying $35 to shut that payment down. Okay. It was $288 for cable and Dish Network that I don't watch. So I was like, if my husband wants to watch it, they can slurp it out of his bank account. So anyways, I shut it down in the bank. I was still on hold with Dish Network. Okay. Went ahead and whatever one I got first is the first thing I did. And I shut it down. It cost me $35. I thought I can eat $35 instead of $288. So then finally got them on the phone. Spent 45 minutes on the phone with them trying to explain to them it's a bundle. And he was like, well, I can't shut it off, but let's do this. He said, I will bill on a paper bill, $5 a month. We'll put it on pause, and there's a $5 a month fee. I said, I can afford that, but see, it's not going to come out of my bank account because I've blocked them. Tim's either going to pay it or he's not going to pay it. Okay. So then today I get a notice from Kinetic, which is the bundle was part of the internet. So the left hand out here didn't talk to the right hand. So Kinetic shut the the internet down. So I called Mr. Tim. I said, you have no internet. You better call them and fix it. I said, they can't slurp money out of my bank account. And anyways, he said a few things. I said, just give him your bank account number and it'll all be better. Yeah, I've been asking him to do that since he moved out. It's not in my name. They won't turn it off. So, and then he asked me, he goes, well, did you take care of the electric? I said, no, you're going to take care of it. It's in your name. Just give him your bank account because I'm going to have it shut off. But don't make me pay $35 when you can make a phone call. Sorry, that's family drama. But I've asked for this to be done, and people procrastinate. But I'm tired of paying all the bills. See what happened when he moved out, he went and opened him up a little bank account, and he left me with all the bills. Granted, I have more bills than him, but he left me with all the bills. Life insurance bills, all that. Anywho, college stuff, you know. There's a lot more to it. I would love to tell you guys, but I'm not going to. Yeah, it's just too much. But he owes me, and he needs to pay up his own bills. So I turn him off. What do you guys? Has any of you guys looked into these things that come over? It says car insurance with quote. It's like you stop overpaying. You know, it's like, are they real? I don't know. I have Florida. Well, now it's called Southern Farm Bureau. It used to be Florida Farm Bureau, but they've changed their name, or at least my agents changed the names. But anyway, I think it's still Florida Farm Bureau because I pay a membership. So, anyways, that's outrageous. And I don't know. I gotta figure something out. I'm paying $300 a month for auto insurance. That, why? I've been a customer for 30 years. I don't have any points on my license. Knock on wood. I don't know. Crazy. I'm just trying to get everything down because I don't know if I want to wait for the house to sell to build me a little bungalow. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to pay interest if I don't have to. I don't mind living in this camper. The problem is I have no room for anything. Like my clothes. You know, my yarn. I've got that thing for the yarn, and I'm going to put some of my clothes. But I mean, I don't have room for anything. I don't have room to put paper towels away, toilet paper away, cleaners and stuff like that. Now I have that shed my dad's building there, but I really don't want to use it if I don't have to, because, excuse me, he's made comments. I can't wait till Tiff gets her stuff out. So there's a reason, right? Is that ugly or what? That's a wooble. I bought it a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago when they first came out. Does it have the year on it? Oh, 2024. Um, there's several others. I think there's a Beetlejuice one. I might have given it away. I don't know. But yeah, they're so expensive. But they're not just a wooble head. It teaches, there's tutorials, there's a lot that goes into this. There's no hook in here. A lot of them have hooks. This came in a kit, a Halloween kit. There was like 4 or 5 things. What's the matter? You hear rappers and you think it's food. It's not food. We had the best treats tonight, didn't we? And they didn't last long. I took them over to Tiffany's and gave Gump some. So, anyways. So, I'm going to get off of here. That's all I've got going on. I wish I could fix yesterday's video, but I can't. Y'all want to read lips? Terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. Oh, anyways. I love you all. I'm going to get off of here and I'll see you all later. And I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing to really talk about on a live because I haven't done anything. Okay. It's on hold. Hopefully the yarn will be here. So, anyways, I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Hey everyone, it's Nancy with She's Got Yarn. I'm looking for my other shoe. Oh my goodness. Here, I found another pair. You guys, we're going to go check out the shed. I got my locks. Come on. Come on. Looking good. Right. You said just pull this stick out. Okay. There we go. Isn't that awesome? Anyways, the air conditioner, I got a deadbolt and a lock, my double doors, my windows. It's not too hot in here. You know, it's under the trees, so that's going to help a great deal. But he's got a peep right here. The roof's not done. I don't think he knows that. Did you know there's a hole in the roof? Just an FYI. Where you going? No. We gotta do insulation and flooring. And I won't be as fast as David. They put this building together fast, but he's a builder and he has employees. He said he had to fix something on the other side. He's got to add anchors. Oh, right there. He's got to add something there. And anchors. Yeah. I guess he was short a block. Yeah. Looks good.